Hi, my name's Kate. Welcome to the Beauty Bible, and today we're doing a basic makeup tutorial for spring. Okay. So to start, I'm gonna do like a basic foundation routine. This can be whatever it is for you. For me in particular, because I have a lot of freckles, I like to make sure that I don't do anything to cover them up too much. So I just basically do a primer from Maybelline. That's also a blur and illuminate. And then I also use my Dream Wonder Powder foundation to cover that. The other thing I do is that I take the time to put on my concealer. I tend to do under eye more so than anything, and I'm using the Becca Illuminator for that. I tend to start with that because it tends to be a little bit big and like thick in consistency more than anything else. So I will do that now. And I'm just making sure that I am getting all under my under eye and drawing a little bit onto my cheek. A little of this goes a long way. And I'm using a beauty blender to do that. Now while that's setting, I'm gonna put on my primer. As you can notice, it's a bit shiny right now, and that will die down once I put on my powder foundation. And now I'm taking a big brush and I'm just kind of slapping on some powder foundation. There's like a couple ways you can do that. You can just like do a 3. That's one way that works well for me. I tend to use it in the areas that I think need more coverage than others. So some areas will get more than others. All right, next I'm gonna be taking a smaller brush to get in the areas that have a bit more crease in them, so it's harder to kind of get with the big brush. So I'm going to be doing this with my under eye, and I'm making sure to dab in here because it's very sensitive on the under eye. And you just want to make sure that you're not like scraping it across, you're just kind of gently dabbing. So now that we've got the basic foundation on, I'm going to move on to the eye makeup. I am going to be using 2 brushes for that. So one's for the base eyelid and then one's for the crease. So what I'm going to be starting with is a basic white that I'm going to be using on my Naked 3 palette. You can also, this is well loved, I apologize, but you can use basically any nude palette that you can. I've been using this like crazy. So I'm using this basic white shade right here to start. Basically any cream foundation or cream shadow will do. So I'm just putting that on. And this will help kind of lay as a foundation for what other products I'm going to be using. So I'm also going to be using a like pink shimmer. It's very light and it's very basic, and it's really good for the springtime because you don't want to have something that's too flashy or big. Because you're not like, you're just having kind of a fun time. And I'm using this bigger brush with that. And I'm using like basic patting motions to kind of get that in. Because when you're using sparkles, it can, it's easier for it to kind of fly away. Another thing I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be working with the crease now. So I'm going to be using kind of like a light purple tone, and I'm mixing that with a very basic matte brown. So both are matte shades. I help find that this like tones down the brown shades and can make it so that it's just like a nice light kind of natural look. I'm starting the edge of the crease and then kind of sweeping in, so that way when the product kind of gets in there, it doesn't like whoosh everywhere. And then lastly, I'm gonna go back in with this brush, and I'm gonna take some of the white powder again, and I'm gonna put that in the eye duct or little tear duct area around here, and that just brightens it. And I'm also gonna put it right up on my brow line, and that just will brighten the eye a bit. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my eyeliner. I have the NYX Curve liner. And I'm not gonna use this too much. I'm actually just gonna really use this just to define the fact that I have an edge to my eyelid. Put it in the line. So I'm using CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom, which is a US product. But you can easily use the Maybelline Rocket Jump. I really like that one as well. I'm just kind of using this one because I also like the brush. Up next, I'm going to be using a blush. I like this one because it's very pink and it's very pigmented. It's the Clinique in Berry Pop. You guys have Clinique here, right? Okay. And I like this because it's really brightening for my face and my skin tone. And I just really like it because it just has a little flower on it. It's kind of springtime. So I'm just taking an angled brush. I'm smiling so that I get the apples of my cheeks and placing a little bit on there. Last but not least, I'm going to be using a pink tone NYX Butter Gloss. I think this one is Strawberry Parfait. That sounds really good right now. And I'm just gonna kind of lightly put this on. I really like this because it smells really good and it also is really moisturizing. That's the finished look. Alright, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like it. And don't forget to follow us on social media and tag us if you decide to recreate this look. Thanks for watching and talk to you later.